Hi everyone, welcome back. Bienvenidos otra vez mi gente. This is gonna be a much shorter video. This is gonna be the second part of the video we did previously with this dwarf pomegranate forest. We're gonna be planting it on a colander, trying to keep it as untouched as possible. And then this colander we're gonna put on top of some very much fertile soil, waiting for these roots to get to the end of the colander. The ones that are on the not touching part, the part that is not touching the soil, will dry out at the tips and split, which will mean like ramification for the root base, especially the top layer. And the ones that reach in the bottom are gonna make this forest boom in growth, and we're gonna see a much faster growth with this one than the one we did in the previous video, where I straight up picked the plants and put them in a clay pot with not a lot of soil in it. So I'm gonna bring you up closer and we're gonna start this work, which should take us a few minutes. All right, the point with this one, as I told you before, is not to pick individual plants, but to try to lift this as a whole. I don't know if it's gonna be possible by what I saw with the rooting of the other clumping, but I'm gonna do my best to lift it all as a whole. Thinking of breaking the styrofoam. It might be a good idea to just get a cutter and very gently, even before the cat finds out about an empty styrofoam base, I'm gonna maybe this will make the task easier. I don't know. Okay, it should be easier now to just take what we need. Hope you guys can see. I think we can try now. This is gonna be a separate, and this one is gonna be a separate one. And that one. Okay, this is my clamp. I'm gonna very gently place it and bring this here, clean up my mess just a bit before my wife gets home. I'll clean it up. Okay, I think I'm gonna move one or two of these ones. onto the clump. We'll complement this with some extra soil, as we don't need to put much. It was already covered, and you don't want to cover the base of the tree where it was planted before. So if you're doing a transplant, make sure that the hole you're putting your root base is not deeper than the root base itself, as a lot of trees will develop some rotting if we cover a trunk that was already exposed to the air. Like we could have planted another one over here. I don't want them to go to waste. And very easy. I'm gonna give it a good wash. I'm not even gonna start cutting now. I'm gonna let it settle for a couple of weeks. It shouldn't go through much shock, but I'm not gonna put it in the same sunny spot it was before. I'm gonna put it in a more shaded place, but still outside. Cutting these brown leaves, not cutting. It's already budding on that dry thing, on the dry branch. Let's give it a little water and I'll show you guys the end result. Hi everyone, we're back. Look, okay, this is how it looks at the end. Yeah, very simple, very easy, not much time consuming for the second half of the project. This one, as I told you, chances are much higher. It's not even gonna go through shock. I am leaving the top of the colander. I don't know if you can see, but the holes are exposed. Encouraging those roots that get to the air to be exposed, to split and get more rooting on the top layer of the soil. The ones touching the base are gonna make these trees grow vigorously, and again we're gonna see much more development from these trunks than the other one. Maybe I'll bring it for comparison on day one. This is how they look next to each other. They're born together, and maybe in the future we'll see the difference between these trunks and these trunks that will at least grow for another year in this pot, and on this method for at least one more year. I hope you guys enjoyed today's much shorter video. Again, thanks for all your support. I really appreciate it. I'm even getting messages in the morning on like my private mail telling me about the channel and the content. I really appreciate it. Knowing from strangers and not even friends of friends makes me feel like at least there are people there that are in the same boat as me, and the work we're doing is really for beginners, and our trees are not huge or Yamadoris, or the techniques are not really advanced, but we're gonna see a lot of developments in projects like this, instead of having a huge tree that is already pre-worked and an elaborate bonsai. So I'll see you guys next time for the next video. Hasta luego, mi gente. Bye, everyone.